Hello, and welcome to today's Saturday Double Tap. And our first contract today, Kill Order 2-27-8539190-18, set in Dubai and supplied to us today by HMZE2505. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting as event security, and the only item we'll be bringing with us will be a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to put down that difficult questionnaire. We're going to make our way out into the corridor, and out here we will encounter our first target, who is a patrolling guard walking up and down the area. So first of all, we're going to have to get rid of the tech crew guy. So there is our target heading this way. He's just going to pace up and down in the corridor.
Okay,
so we're going to dispatch the tech crew guy as quickly as possible, and hopefully lure in our target on the very next pass. Now we do have Mr. Marcus Stuyvesant and his bodyguard both heading this way as well, so we are going to have to time this ever so slightly, or we can wait around for a little while if we so wish. It turns out just the timing is such that we can just about get away with this. So our target has now been distracted by the fuse box on the wall. Marcus Stuyvesant and his bodyguard are just in the area. Now Marcus and his bodyguard will stop briefly, but as the tech crew guy that he is due to talk to isn't here, he will quickly move off, and we're just going to wait for his bodyguard to get a safe distance away before very quickly dropping our target with a bullet to the head. We're then going to deposit him in the crate provided along with the tech guy, and that is probably the trickiest part of the mission already taken care of. So next up, we're going to make our way into the corridor behind the art installation, and our next 3 targets are all located in a nice little group right here. So we're just going to very quickly drop the 2 young ladies with a bullet each, and then we're going to deposit them in the crate provided. No 47, deposit them in the crate provided, not yourself. We are not quite done yet. So once we've got the 2 young ladies deposited in the crate, we're going to stand by the doors to the balcony, put 1 bullet into the floor outside. That will attract the attention of our target from the balcony, and when he comes over to investigate and is away from the camera, we can then drop him with a simple bullet to the head. We can leave him there as long as he's nowhere near the camera, and then we can make our way around to the rear of the art installation where our final target is located, and he is currently involved in a conversation with his supervisor here, and she must be the supervisor because she's the one not doing any work and holding a data pad. So once this conversation plays out, she will move away a safe distance, and we're going to let her get nice and far away. And once she's down those stairs and wandering off somewhere, we are going to approach our target, very quickly plant 2 in their back, and then we are going to make a break for the nearest available exit, which in this instance will be out on the balcony. So just before we leave, we're going to appease our patron by reloading our weapon before throwing ourselves off of a perfectly good building. So there we go, 1 contract down, 1 more to go, and we'll just get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives, and we get a silent assassin rating. So 1 contract down, and next up we're off somewhere a little bit less exotic. So for our second contract today, we are off to Dartmoor for Imaimashii, and this contract has been supplied to us today by Shako 1610. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff. We're going to have a silenced pistol stored up in the library, and we'll be bringing with us a lockpick and a Seeker 1. So, right from the start and off the bat, we are going to retrieve our silenced pistol, and we're going to make our way to the balcony overlooking the lounge before we head downstairs. 47. We need to make Miss Emma Carlisle very, very sick. So from the balcony overlooking the lounge area, we can pull out our Seeker 1, locate Miss Carlisle and shoot her with the Seeker 1. She will get sick and she will make her way to the library bathroom, and we will meet her there, although we are going to make one little pit stop along the way, and we are going to head straight past the bathroom, straight past the lounge, and over to the kitchen, where we will find a propane cylinder just by the central counter. So once we have the propane cylinder in hand, we can now make our way back to the library bathroom, and just as we arrive, Miss Carlisle should also have just arrived herself, and we can then join her in the bathroom and we can give her a nice refreshing cold drink. Not that I'm sure she would need it in this much cooler climate than Dubai was. So 1 target down, 4 more to go, and the remaining 4 targets are all located out in the rear garden. So we're going to head out via the lounge to avoid the enforcer in the corridor. Our next 2 targets are located right here, and that would be the young maid there and the photographer. So we're going to throw our propane cylinder just down by the young maid, who is an enforcer, so we don't want to get too close. We're going to make our way to the back of the pond, retrieve the wrench, and then make our way to the greenhouse. We're going to lockpick our way inside, and in here we will firstly grab the speedboat keys, as that will be the nearest available exit. We're going to go over to the plant machine. We're going to grab the 2 eggmatic flowers. We're going to fix the plant distillation machine, and then we're going to add our 2 eggmatic plants to the machine, and that will grant us 2 lethal poisons. So once we have all of our poisons in hand, we're going to make our way out of the greenhouse and around to our right, where our next target is currently on patrol. There he is. So we're just going to add 1 of our poisons to the bottle of water on the banister there, and then add the second to the drink of lemonade just down by the pond here, and that will take care of the patrolling guard and the photographer. We're now going to get in position ready to eliminate the maid with the propane cylinder. So once we're in position, we should from here be able to see firstly the patrolling guard sample his drink and find it not to his liking, but that's a little blurry. And then secondly, if we move a little way along, let's just put that silenced pistol away before we get seen, we should see the photographer any moment coming along to sample his lemonade, and again he will find it very much not to his liking. So here he comes now. Let's try zooming in a little bit again, and that's a little bit clearer but not too much, but it's clear enough to see that the photographer did not enjoy his drink. So we're just going to move on now and quickly crouch down behind the wall here, pull out our silenced pistol, realised we can't get a shot off on our propane cylinder, so we're going to have to stand up and take the shot and hide the gun very quickly. So there we go, that's 4 targets now taken care of. So we're going to vacate the area very quickly, as that will cause a bit of panic, and we're going to move on to our final target, who is currently located at the rear of the greenhouse and is also currently, as you can see, in panic mode. But eventually everybody here will go back to their usual routines, and we can then pull out our Seeker 1 once again, and we can shoot our target in the back. Now be aware that sometimes if we try this too quickly after she goes back into her usual routine after panic mode, she will see us through the back of her head. So we do need to wait a couple of seconds at the very least. So once we have successfully injected her with the emetic poison, she will get sick and she will make her way out onto the moors here to purge herself, where we will be waiting ready to hold her hair, just so that she has a friend in need, indeed when she is in need. So once she gets to the edge, we can give her a gentle nudge and she will get a nice cold bath, and all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit is the speedboat exit, as we have the keys. If not, we would have to make our way all the way over to either the bridge or the hearse. So there we go, one more Saturday double tap taken care of, with 2 more contracts dealt with, and we will just get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we will get in return a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.